This is my short video. This is my short video. Got to get it on. Let's get it on. This is my bio. You think about it. I grew up as a street boy to a city boy. Let me put my pointer up. You know, I got to put my pointer up. Got to put my pointer up. Oh yeah, got to put my pointer up. Short video. My bio. What do you think about it? I grew up in 1975. This is, well, let's go back to 1971. That was the gold and dollar standard. It broke. So everybody's working 2 or 3 jobs. This is 1971 when the gold standard became dollar standard. Later on in life, I was just a little kid and everything. I couldn't figure out my stepdaddy. My stepdaddy was doing something wrong. And all of a sudden my sister became missing. Then I figured out they actually threw her away or put her on the street age 13. So she had to survive. So I had to learn what she survived. But yeah, I took care of her. I actually did take care of her. When I did take care of her, couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting the way I need to, because I'm taking care of my mama, because she was already in depression, taking depression medicine, and I'll say schizophrenic, because she's been beat like a dog by my stepdaddy. Finally, we got rid of that bastard. So I'm just taking care of my mama by myself. And I'm only like 14 years old. So I started working in tree work, yard work. I even took care of churches just to feed my mama while she was going through her depression, paying all the bills. I even had to hook up with some bad boys, some real bad boys. But after that, my sister come back. Then I noticed that my mama and sister was fighting because of certain things. Well, I found out stepdaddy did something he ain't supposed to do. That's why she was thrown to the streets. Twisted mind. He also did baby sister that way too. So me and her can't even talk because her mind's that twisted. So I can't take care of both. Later, Teresa did come back again, which that was in the 80s. And she's still fighting for my mama's love. And I understood her. The only thing I was doing is working and training. Working and training in martial arts. So you talking about Taekwondo and Hapkido. These guys was taking me in the woods doing it. Full-grown man, since I'm going to work like a full-grown man, they're going to sit there and train me like a full-grown man. Just to put me in the military. So I jumped in Job Corps, did this and that, and then found out that Job Corps center had the elite bad boys. We're talking about a guy selling like 4 blocks of cocaine, a group of boys called the Boat Nation, how you want to call it. They was in there, and then we ended up with some more dumbasses from 5 different states, from Kentucky to Miami, to Texas. So I started learning them. At the same time, that Job Corps Center is being test rats for each one of them guys is going to end up in the military. So we're actually doing schoolwork, learning a trade. Me, I was a master carpenter, bricklayer, mason, auto mechanic, warehouse management, head cook, and all that shit was going on. At the same time, learning how to be a military guy. They found out that I was a little bit special, called an empath. That means I can tell if someone's lying, or I know this person's lying. And then there's some people I can actually get up to them and actually almost read their mind. And I'm great with animals for some reason. It's like that's why they call them empaths. We're special on it. But yet I can turn myself cold, ice cold, meaning taking a life would not be nothing to me. The only one next to me, they can figure it out. Well, let's put him with psychology. We'll put him with this nut doctor, psychology. And by the time he got finished with the IQ, he's already put down mastermind, which is 155. That's the IQ of a mastermind, to 165. Then he also found out that, hey, he's just like Donald Trump, John Gotti, but he can become like the Iceman. Can become. But I always stayed in the damn woods. But they even noticed it. When I went in Job Corps, I was the only person that was not sleeping with all the guys. You got 4,000 men in a Job Corps center with 4 buildings. Me, I took it to the woods, found me a cave, and within 48 hours, I already built me a home inside of a cave. They even had me a log chair, a log sofa, a bed. Inside the cave, I also found a way into a damn lake. Where Green River of Kentucky hit Mammoth Cave. I found it. Then I found a way getting in where the water would hit Mammoth Cave and go into a lake. Oh man, we're going to have him into something else. So they end up putting us with more people at Fort Knox. So we went 1 week of school, 1 week of work, 1 week military. Now my sister gets killed. This is what I've been doing. Imagine a man doing that. That's what I've been doing. You see what I'm saying? I've been doing that. 35 years of long-term grieving. Look at the timeline. Weeks, days, hours, minutes, down to the last second. 2021. Got married. Now think about it. Got married. My wife didn't even know what I was doing. And I already turned around and made people go from bankruptcy, we'll say Frederickson. I made it bad. It was going bankrupt. I get all the guys together to put their money inside the company and keep the company running. All right, that took them from the black. Here's the deal with me and 3 other men. We ended up walking out. But this is what we did. We took them from the black area, which would be bankruptcy, put them in the red. That means no bankruptcy, everything going on time. Me and 2 more guys was only 1 paycheck a month, pay everything plus buy our food, and the 3 paychecks going into the company's stock. So when we walk, we destroy that company, and then I can chop it up and sell it. There's more money. So I took it from bankruptcy to straight on up to the stock market area. Well, the man got me mad. I dropped it. Me and them 2 guys walked. Other friends started Dixie. His daddy was truck drivers. Now you got to think. They need somebody who knows the books. Well, I'm like a bookie. Well, I'm learning everything about bookies. Well, what I did, I changed the hours. Instead of having 20 hours a day, I turned around. And I said I turned around and put them in 3 shifts, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shift. Well, the guy didn't want to do it, and he was also stealing money from the truck drivers. That company closed, but I made $75,000. Then my family owned Terminal Trucking, which was there for almost 60 years. We turned around, and I let an NFL football player marry my cousin, and then he turned around. He didn't want to pay taxes, so Canada ended up with our trucks, and Mexico ended up with the trucks because they didn't want to pay Mexico tax, Canada tax, and America tax. So he lost all them trucks. So they go out of business. But then my sister was killed, and I go back in the Job Corps. Them boys who was elite in drugs taught me everything I needed to know about the drug deals, the street gangs, how to talk, how to walk, how to dress. But I could destroy them at will. That's the part about me. Like I said, I'm like the Iceman. But an IQ of 155 to 165, a mastermind. I planned everything out. I wanted to go ahead and join the SEALs, or at least Delta. They had a field day trying to get me out of the woods on a war game we had between Job Corps and Fort Knox. The Night Stalkers couldn't figure out how I did it, but they started understanding, wait a minute, This guy knows the woods better than what we thought. So on that, he knows about weapons. They also notice that I can be a very violent person. I come home, and this is all I've been doing for 35 years. Want to know who killed my sister. That cop had her as an informant, committing adultery. Think about it. Committing adultery. I said committing adultery with his informant. She was his informant. So he killed her to save his job and his marriage. And the cops didn't do nothing. 35 years, and to this day, when I go to the police department, asked about her cold case. You think about it, asked about her cold case. They can't even find her records now. That's how I actually know that it was it. People did not know that. But just think about it. Here's a guy who's worked as a kid in the tree business, yard business, and turned around, get into trucking, even become a truck driver, become a salesperson, even learned how to run the whole company and be the head man. I let Greer, who was over Frederickson, take a year off to play golf and make business. While he's playing golf, he makes business. That's I didn't understand. Well, I'm signing his name on paper. And when I come to work, what I'd be doing, I'd get up like 7 o'clock in the morning, I'd go to work and help people load trucks to 10 o'clock at night. From 10 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm signing names. That's all I'm doing, signing Greer's name on that paper to save the job, save the company. So I'm doing a president's job and a dock worker job. And if a ship would come up low, I'll get an 18-wheeler and a 53-foot trailer and drive there and get that merchandise that was lost, and it's on another loading dock. It's supposed to be going from California. It might be going to Georgia. I might be somewhere in Tennessee unloading the truck and loading the truck just to get that merchandise off and get it going to the right spot. And then be back the next day doing the same thing. And didn't have a problem with workers. Most workers, when I walked, they walked. That's the way you do business. That's been my life. And when I kickboxed, some say I had 100 fights, some people had no. You have to go down and look at all the way down the videos to see me kickbox. And what I would do when I kickbox, I try to hit that liver. I try to hit the windpipe. Not knock them out. I'm trying to hit the liver and the windpipe in the fights. They wouldn't let me do that. But you also get to see the referees grab me and pull me away. Because that's the way I was. I was like the Iceman. And there was an Iceman in kickboxing. You like to fight like that. But I go for them liver shots. And you'll probably see me break cinder blocks, concrete blocks, bricks. Broke a world record twice. And brick breaking. I wasn't even a member of the damn association, but I sat there and did it in front of them and it shocked them. I even got that on there. But that tells you what I was doing for 35 years. So you think about that, 35 years. You got 35 years of me wanting justice for my sister. Down to the weeks, hours, months, minutes, seconds. That's my sister. Goes from 86 to 21, see if it's not 35 years. You know what I was doing? I've been doing it for that long. Knowing that cop and the Kannapolis cops did not do their job. That's what I've been doing. 35 years. Now you got my bio. You know I know the woods. And you also know I've been trained to either fight in the woods or I can get in the street and wouldn't have to think about it. I plan everything. I always plan everything. If it's possible, I jump on it. If it's not possible, I don't jump on it. Think about it. Just 35 years of this. And I hadn't let off no rage yet. Just think about that. 35 years. 35 years, I lost over $45 million without even blinking an eye. Because family is better than money. Like, share, subscribe, you know my bio. Thank you.